That's an easy one to make, actually. I think. I guess they say if you hit 85, you got a pretty reasonable chance of hitting 100.
Okay.
Is it really?
We're live, Nick, on YouTube.
Are we really? Okay. We ready for the news? Okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah. We look very nice. Very handsome. I like your little black and white.
I look
thing.
handsome?
Yeah. Well, handsome's a good word for.
Okay. Thank you. That's a great word, and you look very
gorgeous.
studious. You look like
actually,
you look like Nick tonight.
Yeah, we both have that studious,
you look like Nick.
Studious look.
Yeah.
Staff already out here?
Hey, I have CPR training tomorrow morning. We have a professional day at our school, and I'll be CPR certified.
Really?
8 to 11. That's on my schedule tomorrow.
How often do they do that?
They're offering our Mauston EMS is going to come in to do that for the Mauston teachers. So that's a really nice thing for them to do.
Yeah, that is good.
It's very good to know how to resuscitate.
How are the kids? How are the kids picking up on their extended hours? Do they have that in middle school?
Okay, yes, we will be starting our school day in Mauston starting April 1st, the day we get back from our spring break at 7:50. So we have an extra 5 minutes before the day.
No, I'm surprised that they didn't cut a day out of the spring break and pick up a whole bunch of stuff.
We did not cut a day out. Well, I think we're coming back early though from Good Friday weekend, maybe. We
could
come
be.
back on
Could be something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
So are you doing maple syrup, Nick?
I can't get out my trees. I got 2.5. I got 2.5 feet of snow and whatever 6 inches of ice.
Because the trees are on the north side of that hill.
Yeah,
and the sun's not on that.
But I understand that for most of the guys that can, that everything is about a month behind. That was a rumor that I heard, which puts me in good stead because as the weather's warming
then maybe
up,
you would be able to tap up.
Next week, okay, I might be able to get my Ranger out there, and if so, I'll tap 30 or 40 taps. Okay, and hey, might end up with. Maple syrup. I didn't count on it because of the weather, the snow, and the ice and the nonsense. Okay, but now as things break, could be possible.
Field melted?
Is your field melting?
No.
Still got all the snow in there?
Yeah, the south-facing hill, okay, that Apple Hill area, that's melting up real nice. Actually, saw grass. I saw green stuff coming up. Yeah.
So my grandma Gladys Frelke turned 97.
What am I reading on? Oh, we're reading on here.
You're reading.
You're watching LYNXX 24.
Connecting you to the community.
Our top story, a correction for the New Lisbon Lions annual senior banquet. Welcome to your hometown news. I'm April Frelke.
And I'm Nick Kaufman, and broadcasting live on LYNXX 24 and around the world on YouTube.
We are around the world when you're on YouTube.
You betcha, kiddo.
Well, this week's Connect 24 is brought to you by Tomah Home Builders of Quality Stratford Homes and Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon. Back to our top story. Some corrections on a story from last week's broadcast. The New Lisbon Lions Club is offering their 41st annual senior brunch Saturday, March 30th at the New Lisbon Community Center. The Lions are honoring New Lisbon School District residents that are 55 or better. Registration will begin at 8 o'clock, followed by an 8:30 welcome by the Lions Club President Mark Tully. At 8:40-ish, the New Lisbon Mayor will update the banquet people for the city progress. And at 9 o'clock, there will be a generational trivia, 9:30 bingo, and then 10 o'clock will be a brunch. So you can call Lion John Stasny at 562-3407 to make your reservation. Please call by Wednesday, March 27th. That's a fun event for the 55 or betters.
Yeah. What exactly was the correction?
I think it was the brunch was set at 9 o'clock, so the brunch is getting pushed up till 10.
I got you. Okay,
So
good.
It makes it more of a brunch than a breakfast.
Hey, well, I might go. I might go. I qualify.
Yeah, you should go, Nick, and support the Lions. What's their gift to the community, too?
Well, hey, listen, I'm a good receiver.
All right.
Now, here are some photos from the March 12th snowstorm of the Big Bear Valley eagle Cam. Jackie, the eagle, got covered up several times. She woke up occasionally, shook off the snow, rolled the eggs, and laid back down again. Kind of reminds me of a poem by D.H. Lawrence, where he says, I never saw a wild thing sorry for itself. A small bird will drop frozen dead from the bough of a tree without ever feeling sorry for itself. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting, you know.
Oh, you're a poet.
No, I'm not a
Lawrence.
poet. No, D.H. Lawrence is the poet. Okay.
I was expecting more of like a Henry Thoreau or Waldo Emerson, because they're the transcendentalist poets that are very into the earth and connecting.
Yeah, well, this one here is kind of like we wanted to.
But isn't that then you wouldn't even the eagle with all that snow, Nick?
Yeah, they're amazing.
They're survivors.
Yeah. Well, they have an oil in their feathers that keep them pretty much waterproof. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, what else you got?
The New Lisbon School District is having their annual scholarship fundraiser, or the faculty basketball game, on Monday, March 25th from 5 to 9 p.m. It'll definitely be a fun night with raffles, great food, awesome entertainment, and the highlight of the evening is seeing the students take on the faculty in a very fun and exciting basketball game.
Do you happen to know who won in the past year or two?
I do not know who won. Oh,
the kids or the teachers?
You know, maybe a tie, but it's a great event. They raise a lot of money for their scholarship.
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
Excellent.
Tomah Area Community Theater is putting on a dinner theater murder mystery. It's called Trouble at the Tropicabana. And the action takes place in Lucy and Ricky's living room, and then switches to Ricky's club, the Tropicabana. You'll hear Ricky sing some Latin favorites, see some Cabana girls dance, and in a few minutes, we'll be Skyping the theater so that you can meet all of these fun characters.
Tropicabana, Nick?
Oh,
Tropicabana.
It's Tropicabana.
Yeah, that's music. Right. So do you remember the Lucy show? Is it kind of that Lucille, Ricky, Ricardo?
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
Lucille Ball.
Do you remember any of that?
I do.
Fred and Ethel Mertz?
Yes.
Okay,
I have to tell, I was mesmerized by Lucy's dresses.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Just like, and her hair was so perfect. And, I think it was started off in black and white, too.
Oh, yeah, it might be.
Maybe.
I know that the one thing about them is that they were the first one to use 2 cameras on their shooting. Isn't that amazing? Before that, everyone just was always a 1-camera operation.
Wow.
Okay, there you go.
And we will be Skyping with them, so I think we might be getting a little tour of some of the upgrades and renovations.
Okay, good. We'll do that a little bit later.
Yes. And before we go to commercial, because we just have a little minute to talk, I did notice driving into Tomah that the Murphy's on Main, it looked like the restaurant was open. The new...
Where? New Lisbon?
No, in Tomah, Nick. Where the TP Supper Club is. Murphy's on Main.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, you got to remind me of these things. Come on, there's so much going on all the time.
There is, but I did notice that there were cars parked, and it looked like there were people the restaurant is open in there now.
Wow. Okay, well, that's news.
That is news.
That's news. It's news,
See,
folks.
I noticed that.
You heard it here first, over here. Okay,
that's right.
Gotcha. So,
well, coming up next, Tomah City Council candidate Jeff Cram is going to share his visions for the future of Tomah. Stay tuned.
Tomah Homes, building quality Stratford homes.
Nick did.
Country cottage. Wraparound porch. A kitchen that loves to be cooked in. A mudroom with a washer and dryer. Custom designs. Tomah Homes, custom homes built around your life.
You want it, we'll find it, you got it. Price match and relax. That's the Rudick Jensen deal, sealed with a platinum level membership. Oil changes, done. Tires, brakes, alignment, all done. Car wash, you got it. Rudick Jensen Auto Mall, New Lisbon. Check out our inventory online at rudickjensen.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Stewart. I'm the hospital CEO here at Tomah Memorial Hospital. The 65 years that Tomah Memorial has been here in this community is really a commitment by the community to support the hospital. They understand the importance of having health care right here for them. And the services that we provide, we continue to grow to meet that demand. We hope to enjoy the same kind of success at our new facility, Tomah Memorial Hospital, taking care of you and your family close to home.
I take it. You've heard the rumors. Grindelwald wants to rule the wizarding world. Oh, Merlin. Hello. I cannot move against Grindelwald. It has to be you.
Have you got anything in your case that might help?
Genius.
Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Rent it now.
Hi, I'm Josh Tully from The Josh Tully Show. You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome back to your hometown news station. Jeff Cram is running unopposed on the Tomah City Council Board, District 3. Welcome, Jeff, to joining us here on the LYNXX.
Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you.
And I want to make a quick correction about it's Murray's on Main.
You are correct. Correction today.
Yes, I'm just all mistakey. See, I'm human. So it's Murray's on Main. That the restaurant's
apologies, Jeff.
No, that.
Yeah, especially a city council member. Oh,
yeah, right.
I better get it right.
Hey, let Mike know. I got to get corrected so that we got the right.
Well, unopposed. So the questions we ask are not projections. This is what you're going to do. Our first question is, what do you consider two of the biggest issues facing Tomah at this time?
Well, first and foremost, I think the biggest issue is growth. And I don't want to look at that negatively either. I mean, we are growing, like it or not. The city's growing. I think it's a good thing. I'm a progressive. I want the city to grow. I think that that's a wonderful thing. But I also think growth needs to be manageable, and it needs to be done fiscally responsible. So I'm all about growth, want things to continue to move forward. I think we are doing wonderful things, moving the city forward, but I want to make sure that we're always watching the taxpayers' bottom line and doing the best that we can. The second thing that I think is one of the biggest issues in Tomah is workforce, and it's really not specific to Tomah. It's not even specific to Wisconsin. It's all over the place. But maybe because of some of the growth that we are seeing with some of the development that's going on here, maybe it's exacerbated a little bit within Tomah.
So what is the workforce thing? It's that you.
We need more. People need more workers. So
okay, we need more
workers
gotcha.
Probably too.
Okay, very good.
I think across the board. I think we need workers. All over the place.
Okay.
I work for a local manufacturer. We're always looking for skilled labor and all the way down just for every job that's out there. So and stepping back and looking at it from the city side, we need to be aware of that. And we need to be doing things, within the city so that we can create an attractive community that people want to live and work in. So, from the government aspect, that's where I want to bring it full circle and say that that's why, as a city government, we need to be concerned about workforce because we're the ones that are creating an attractive community for people to live.
And you're competing against other communities that have the same problem.
You're 100% correct.
Yeah,
yes.
That's right. And you want them here in Tomah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Great. Our second question is, what should the city of Tomah's priorities be regarding growth and development?
First and foremost, I think we need to look at TID or TIF. A lot of people use them interchangeably. I'll go back and forth. I don't want to give a lesson on what they are, but TID is the actual district and TIF is the overall funding mechanism of them. Obviously, the city's put a lot of stock in TIF financing, and we've created 3 different new TID districts that are out there. I think we need to be supporting and monitoring what is going on in those districts. We need to be looking for partnerships to make those districts grow and make those programs be successful. We've got a long history of TID in this town. We've been successful with it in the past. But first and foremost, we've got a lot going on in all 3 of those active districts, or new districts, I guess I should say. We need to make sure that we're monitoring what's going on in those districts and we're supporting what's going on in those districts by looking for new ventures to come into those districts and support the businesses that are already going into those districts.
Jeff, could you give me an example of one of those districts? Like, what does it look like? Or
a district is just a geographical boundary.
You're talking geographic land.
So when I talk about TID 8 would be essentially our downtown. Downtown Tomah is TID 8.
Yep.
TID 10 is out at where the new hospital site is going to be.
Gotcha.
So again, it's a geographical area is what a TID is. When you refer to TIF, you're actually talking about the overall funding mechanism, which is tax incremental finance.
Like the system of the tax.
Correct.
And then,
and then there's a boundary, there's districts within there that you're specifically looking at. So.
And success in the TIF or the TID, is getting money in tax money back from successful businesses.
Absolutely. The city has gone. The city has gone out and they have said, we are looking at these areas. We're putting in a new hospital. We're putting in a new clinic. We're going to put in infrastructure to those facilities. And when we do that, in turn, they're going to build a building, and that building is going to be taxable. We're going to pay for all that infrastructure by using tax incremental finance, which is, again, I don't want to go too deep into it.
But it's a good example.
It is, and it's so important because we are doing it all over the city. So we need to be looking at what's going on within all those districts,
and you have to
making
manage all that stuff.
Yes,
right, and that is a part of like the growth and then the development. So in that, kind of we're talking about growth, what do you think the city's role is in tourism? Because tourism a big growth and development too.
Tourism is a huge part of this, and really the role city needs to play in economic development as far as it's related to tourism, it should be none less than a partner. The city and the CVB or tourism entity, whatever you want to call them, need to be partners when you're looking at tourism. Tourism is unique. It's dollars from outside of our community that is helping to fund things in our community. That means the taxpayer doesn't have to pay for them. So if we're generating more dollars in tourism, we're generating dollars that aren't coming from the taxpayer. So by putting the tourism entity and the city on the same page, the city can look and we can go out and we can say, what can we develop that will drive more tourism? How can we support your goal of going out there, advertising to other people to come to our community, visit here, spend their money here, essentially grow economic development via tourism? I mean, that's really what it's all about. So having that close relationship is key in my opinion.
So that partnership is important to you.
Absolutely.
Now, for the other candidates, we had asked the question about supporting TID development, and it sounds like you do support TID development.
And very knowledgeable on it as well.
I do. I support TIF. I hesitate to say 100%. I mean, the important thing you have to remember about TIF, does it have a risk? Absolutely.
Yeah. Would you say, how many districts do we have?
I mean, we just, TID 10 is, but basically TIDs can run for a time. I think they run for 27 years, I believe. I'm not as well versed as everyone on them, but so we just opened TID 8, 9, and 10 within the last couple of years.
What's behind my question is that, do you sometimes look at a balance there? I mean, you're probably going to get a lot of revenue out of the hospital area, but there might be a couple other areas that well, it might take a lot of more development, but we're okay with that because we want the balance of all of these districts to at least be positive.
You're absolutely correct, and that's where donor TIDs come into play, and that's actually what we've done. So TID 8, which is the downtown TID, is, again,
a donor TID.
Well, so TIDs 9 and 10 are donor TIDs to TID 8. So if that district comes up short,
that's excellent.
We can kick in funds from a district that is being more successful.
That is wonderful.
And that's actually happened in the past. I don't remember the years, it can go back, but back when one of the other districts was, I don't want to say struggling, but not doing as well as it should, we had donor TIDs in place at that point in time as well. And again, we were able to put funds into that TID and continue its success.
You could almost do a show on that TID.
Right.
You make it sound
very educational.
You could go. I could go on and talk about it. But that's the important part about it, and that's the thing that needs to be thought about. Is it has to be talked about. You have to be educated.
It's not. Is it costing taxpayers in the city money for more property taxes to have any of that, or is that all just freebies from the state?
Well, no. I mean, it's not free. I mean, essentially, in order to develop a district, we may have to put in infrastructure. So we may have to borrow money to go out and pay for that infrastructure. But the way it works with the increment is, as the buildings within the TID start to generate money, that money per a schedule goes back to paying for those bonds. So essentially, the taxpayer, if it's successful and done right, the taxpayer actually gets all of these things without their taxes being increased because the increment within the district.
Thank you so much for joining us and taking time out.
Thank you for having me.
We're glad to have you here.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much.
Well, coming up next, we are Skyping with the cast of the Tomah ACT Murder Mystery Dinner Theater, Trouble at the Tropicabana. That's something you don't want to miss. Stay tuned.
Tomah Homes, building quality Stratford homes. Country cottage. Wraparound porch. A kitchen that loves to be cooked in. A mudroom with a washer and dryer. Custom designs. Tomah Homes, custom homes built around your life.
From the filmmakers of The Lord of the Rings comes a vision of our future.
After the war, the survivors built cities in the skies, on the seas, but the deadliest ones were built on wheels.
The man who controls this controls the world.
We have to destroy London.
Stay out of sight until I give you the signal.
What signal?
Trust me, you'll know. I'm not that subtle.
Mortal Engines. Watch it now. Not on Netflix streaming.
Hi, I'm Phil Stewart. I'm the hospital CEO here at Tomah Memorial Hospital. The 65 years that Tomah Memorial has been here in this community is really a commitment by the community to support the hospital. They understand the importance of having health care right here for them. And the services that we provide, we continue to grow to meet that demand. We hope to enjoy the same kind of success at our new facility, Tomah Memorial Hospital, taking care of you and your family close to home.
Americans love their cars, but when accidents happen, trust Abra Auto Body and Glass. America's most recommended to get it fixed right the first time, on time. Whether paintless dent repair from those dings, dents, and hail damage, collision repair from that nasty rear ender, or glass repair from that pesky rock chip, you'll get the highest quality repair from quality professionals. Call Abra Auto Body and Glass in New Lisbon at 608-562-6500.
You're watching Links 24, connecting you to the community. Welcome back. We have Skyped the Tomah ACT Murder Mystery Dinner Theater, Trouble at the Tropicabana. And we have Dale Stossling and the cast of the show online with Skype.
Are we getting him on Skype? I think he's coming up, is he?
Yes.
Now, what's he? Is he the producer or director?
Dale is the director of the Tropicabana.
Of the Tropicabana.
Yes.
And I always want to
Trouble at There They Are. Welcome to Links.
You got him? Oh, there you go. Very good. Excellent. Excellent.
Wow, they look great. So, Nick, you've got the first question.
I do, and we heard that you recently have remodeled and what you're doing there. So give the viewers a short background and a tour of the room.
And I see Whitney Sanjari there with the lovely gold dress. Look at her. She looks very Tropicabana.
Very good.
Okay, and I think now we can hear them. Hi, Dave.
That's dangerous.
Dale.
Hi, so welcome to the Cabaret Room at Area Community Theater. We're doing a show, Trouble at the Tropicabana. This is the cast here behind me, all around here. And so we just got done with rehearsal, so a bunch of us yet in costumes and some not. So, you know, inviting everyone to come and see the room that ACT, they've remodeled a couple of rooms, and we've decided instead of a theater to use is to create the nightclub entertainment, and that's why we're in here.
Thank you. Dale, can you maybe introduce some of the cast members that are with you?
I'll have them yell out their names. Ron Bladel.
Emily Wall. Whitney Sanjari. Patty Kaplan.
Joe Clary.
Barb Mundinger. Emily Schulze. Barb Stossling.
Justin Town. I think we've got everybody. We're missing a couple. A couple that snuck out on us.
They look great.
So you've done a lot of remodeling there. To what extent have you changed the room?
Well, this room, you'll see that it's yellow and red. They painted it. They put new carpeting in, pictures up to make it more cabaret. The pictures down on this end of the room, you can kind of see the Moulin Rouge picture and stuff. We've kind of destroyed the other end in order to do a show. So the lights that you're looking at now and the tables up in front, we've redone so that we can do a show. So it doesn't really look like the cabaret room that's supposed to because of the show. The back end does with the, you know, the artwork and stuff. And then there's a bar in the corner that you saw where everybody's standing. And upstairs, there's the Great Gatsby room. There's a bar in there also. So They have two really nice rooms, like convention rooms that you can rent from Area Community Theater.
Very good. That looks beautiful. It's really fun.
Can you give us viewers a little sample of what they can expect?
Sure. So can we do Lucy and Ethel, can we do that one with the drinking?
Oh, we're so drunk already.
I know.
I think we should have maybe have cousin Rosita sing her little song. Oh, very
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to hear Whitney sing a little song.
We do.
Let's go, Whitney.
All right.
Okay.
So here we go. Hurry over there. Oh, you want the piano with it too?
Before the phone goes dead.
So here we go. So Mr. Big actually, he livens up and he plays the piano.
And Whitney, it doesn't have to be too long. You can just give us like a 30-second snippet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 30 seconds since.
Okay.
Nah.
No, right there.
You look great.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Thank you.
When Mary them starts to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When you dance, you have a way with me. Sway with me, stay with me.
Whitney, very good, very
Singing
good.
talent I was not aware of. Oh, that's wonderful.
This show looks like it's going to be really exciting, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
It's a good time. It's really fun. It's really funny. It's very lighthearted, and there's some mystery. It's really a great way you can get involved. Kind of breaks the barrier between the audience and the stage. Or if you're not someone who likes to get involved, I mean, you can do that too. You can sit in your seat. You don't have to get involved. So it's really all around really fun.
But we'll just laugh at you if you don't get up.
Well, thank you so much, Dale, for bringing your cast and crew to the LYNXX. We're excited for your upcoming Trouble at Tropicabana. Well, when we come back, Nick's going to have a very interesting birthday wish for a local community. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Phil Stewart. I'm the hospital CEO here at Tomah Memorial Hospital. The 65 years that Tomah Memorial has been here in this community is really a commitment by the community to support the hospital. They understand the importance of having health care right here for them. And the services that we provide, we continue to grow to meet that demand. We hope to enjoy the same kind of success at our new facility, Tomah Memorial Hospital, taking care of you and your family close to home.
The Favorite is now nominated for 10 Academy Awards.
Oh, I did not know that.
Including Best Picture of the Year, Best Director, Best Actress Olivia Colman,
It is fun to be queen sometimes.
and Best Supporting Actresses Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz. It's more pure devious fun than any other great movie this year.
Is it a bit like a party?
It is not like a party.
I think it is like a party.
A perfect analogy.
The Favorite.
Rent before Netflix and Redbox on LYNXX Networks. Video on demand.
You want it? We'll find it. You got it. Price match and relax. That's the Rudick Jensen deal. Sealed with a platinum level membership. Oil changes, done. Tires, brakes, alignment, all done. Car wash, you got it. Rudick Jensen Auto Mall, New Lisbon. Check out our inventory online at rudickjensen.com.
You are watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to your community.
And now it's time for This Month in History by yours truly. On this date in history, this very date, okay, the very county that we are broadcasting from right now, was established. So on March 21st of 1854, the county named after the American statesman, lawyer, diplomat, and founding father, who, by the way, also served as the 5th president of the United States. Okay, so think about that for a minute. From 1817 to 1825. Who? Mr. James Monroe. Monroe County is 165 years old this day in history.
Well, happy birthday, March
Ta-da,
21st.
ta-da. Yeah, I don't know what
County.
that is. It's a SEPTA something, whatever. But
I
the other interesting aspect of that is that when I looked at the statutes and the Act 35 from that year, okay, Act whatever it was Act 35, I think it was, is that it actually read that Monroe County was formed from La Crosse County.
Oh.
And remember last week we just happened to be talking about how Juneau County
formed
from Adams County. You know, and so the act had said an act to divide the county of La Crosse and organize the county of Monroe. And they had one township, Leon, that was the first one, and Sparta was named as the county seat, all in 1854. So there you go, and it's today, you know.
It's March 21st.
You know, I get excited about that history stuff. I'm sorry about that.
Well, Nick, I have some big news.
Okay, I'm
well,
ready.
It's not a birthday news, but I recently put a Donors Choose. So Donors Choose is a corporation. You can put a description up for a funding opportunity. So I created like a grant. So I recently got my grant funded, and it was called the Mental Health Support Project.
Really?
Yes, and it was a little over $1,000, and I created the project that I want to build a space in our middle school for kids to have a room to rejuvenate, we'll have counseling too, and a place to relax that's not full of like a big desk and stuff, so less officey. So I put in funding for rocking chairs and a nice, really pretty carpet, a circle table, some different kind of lighting and music and stuff.
Kind of a GoFundMe grant or something.
It was. So I got funded, and an individual funded me from New Jersey and loved my grant. And so I'm excited.
It's amazing the ways in which people can raise money these days, right?
Right, and my guidance budget's not very big. You know, so I wanted to create this space where I could be in a room in like what I call the hub of school, because my office is way in the office, so you kind of got to get through doors to get to me for for help.
You get involved with more things at that school. I'll tell you, that's amazing. Well, that's good. Good news. Thank you. That was
that
good
is really good news. Well, and spring is here, Nick.
It's here. Actually, was yesterday. 21st.
And a full moon, and spring is sprung, and
special moon, right?
Special moon. So, we want to thank Tomah City Council candidate Jeff Cram and all the cast at the Tomah ACT, and to all of you for tuning into your hometown news, where we're connecting you
to the community.